We are back with Greensboro Mayor Nancy Vaughan, and you know what the next topic of conversation is, right?
I do, yes.
Loose leaf collection changes.
Yes.
We've talked a bit about it already.
We have.
We're going to do it again. Okay, so last month, the Greensboro Solid Waste Collections Manager was right here with us talking about the collections and the changes. He explained what you can expect moving forward. When this all happens in March and we go to these bags, I think we've got a graphic that shows you, you know what, when the question and answer is on the website, it's all about the bags. So there's a 90-something gallon yard waste container, and then there's bags. What's the deal with the two of these things?
So the 95-gallon container will be issued mid-May and will be completed by the end of June. It's just like your regular refuge or recycled container that you have now at all the single-family homes. So it's going to be gray. The bags, we ask for biodegradable paper bags. They break down. I understand that people are concerned about being wet.
Okay.
They do hold up. We've tested that. 7 days of dumping water on them, and they withheld all of what we put them through.
Okay, so, and it's a paper bag.
Yes.
And that's very specific, because there's lots of other biodegradable kind of bags.
Yes, there are. So you have biodegradable plastic and you have biodegradable paper. The plastic's still not sustainable, so that's why we're asking for the paper bags. We are specific in that with the ordinance because it helps the yard waste facility break it down even better.
Okay, so we are talking all things leaves. One of the questions is, what are we supposed to do now since cans are not enough to take care of the leaves? And so now is the time for people to use those bags.
Yes, you can use up to 10 bags a week. The yard waste will be picked up weekly. And then the deadline to opt out of the new 95-gallon
container
cart or to ask for another one is March 31st. I think you were going to put the website address up. So, you know, if you would like to have a second one, and that is something that can be used every week, not just during the leaf season.
All right, so people do have the option of saying, no, I don't want the cart at all.
Yes, they do.
But you have to do that by March 31st. Otherwise, it's going to be delivered to you.
It's going to get delivered, yes. And, you know, if people don't want one, that's good, because there are other people who are opting to get a second one. Yes.
All right, but all of this is changing as of March 1st.
Yes, and that means that there will be no plastic bags for the yard waste. And that is really something that all yard waste cities are doing now. There are a number of cities who discontinued it, and it is because of sustainability and extra work. So it'll have to be biodegradable bags or in the cart.
And does it cost residents money to get a container?
The first container, no. If you want a second container, then yes, it is $65.
Okay, so the first container, absolutely free. You just need to put all the leaves in the container.
Yes.
Okay, there's no more vacuum sucking coming.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, this person is asking this question. Is it okay to burn leaves if you live in the city of Greensboro?
Absolutely not. That's a hard no.
That's a hard no. So the answer is no, no, and again, no.
Yes.
And then someone followed up with, any chance we go back to having leaves vacuumed up again? I'm too old to bag them up.
I think it's doubtful that we would go back to the leaf collection by the vacuum trucks. I won't say that, you know, nothing's impossible, but I think it's highly doubtful at this point.
Okay, is there anything else leaf and container-wise that you want to talk about, or that you think people need to know, or they've been asking you this question over and over and you want to set the record straight?
No, I think we've covered it between last time and this time, and certainly if people have an additional question, they can reach me at my office. I think I'm the easiest person to find in the city of Greensboro.
Okay, so I also want to revisit the whole thing about, what about the person who's supposed to be in charge of the Coliseum and Tanger, and where does that stand?
So we will be having a work session next Monday to talk about who the lead bidder is, which is OVG 360. And they do manage a number of event places around the country. We think that they gave a very strong proposal. So we're going to do that in a work session, and then in our first meeting in March, I anticipate that it'll be up for a vote.
Okay, so we're now looking at possibly March to do that.
Yes, the goal all along was to have the transition July 1st, so we've got plenty of time to meet that deadline.
Any thoughts on what you think is going to happen in North Carolina as sports betting becomes a thing? And it comes a thing right before March Madness.
It does, and it's interesting. I don't know that we even know all the facts yet and what it's going to take and who can get the sports betting. You know, I think it'll be interesting to monitor it as it goes along.
Yeah, because I know there's some local places like Sedgefield Country Club and things
Yes.
of that nature that are going to be involved, and so you wonder, okay, how will that impact our city as well?
And I think those are on a limited basis. You know, it depends on the event, and in that case, it would be the Wyndham. And so I think there are a number of one-off events. Certainly, you know, we would like to see something more permanent here.
All right. Well, it was Ask the Mayor time. And we appreciate you being here and giving your time and answering all of the questions. And of course, you usually come like the second Wednesday of the
Yes.
month. So we want to make sure that you know that you have a direct pipeline to get your question answered right here live on TV. Right now,